Those are three of the songs from our playlist of songs that we collected for our release, I Can Only Miss You. And we started that set with the song Detroit Steam by Calexico. It was from the album Selections from Road Atlas. Selections from Road Atlas, not a Road Atlas. Let me say that one more time because I wasn't done with the title as I was correcting that I said it wrong. It's Selections from Road Atlas, 1998 through 2011. That is a release that Calexico had that was only available as a CD while they were touring in 2011. So you were only able to get it at the shows that you went to for Calexico, and it's a whole collection of songs from 1998 to 2011. I thought that was a neat idea. It seems obvious. It seems like something bands probably do all the time, but for some reason I had never heard of that. And it's so simple and obvious to do that. And we chose this because, well, first of all, our guitarist Eric loves Calexico. He tries to see them whenever he can. And that song had a cool mood. It was it was instrumental, but when we first started the song I Can Only Miss You, we kind of were thinking maybe it was going to be instrumental, and it grew in. We always think that we're going to release an instrumental song, and it becomes something bigger and goes further than that. But originally it was kind of like, well, let's look for something in this kind of mood, and maybe it'll be instrumental. So that's why that's on there. The second song that played was I Bow Down and Pray to Every Woman I See by Chuck Prophet. And that is from the album No Other Love from 2002. And the reason that was on there is because, and I've done this in songs in the past, but I like the double vocal idea. I like how he had a regular voice, but hidden underneath it was a low voice, or vice versa. It was kind of a low voice, high voice. And I struggled with that on our song, I Can Only Miss You, because originally I had the low vocals first. I had them in the foreground and then the louder, higher vocals in the background. And then when we first put it out on our website, which is where it was released before we put it on streaming services, it didn't have the same sort of impact. So then I switched it so the background vocals were quieter and the higher vocals were in the foreground. Anyway, my point being is Chuck Prophet, we kind of put that in there because of the double vocal idea, and I was kind of struggling with should the low vocals be forward or be placed in the background. And then the third in that set, again, chose for mood, and I chose it because I used to love this album, and it was the song Far East by The Cocktails from the album Long Sound from 1993. In 1993, I got this album and I thought it was brilliant. It's an entire instrumental album, and they play multiple instruments, and it has a lounge feel. And I think the song was starting to go, our song I Can Only Miss You was starting to go in a loungy way. I was maybe trying to lean towards that, and then it went into the dark, moody way that it did. But I also always loved that album, so I think I just wanted to see if it was available online, and it was. So I found that because it's from 1993. So speaking of the inspiration of the song, let's move on to another couple of songs from this playlist, starting out with our song that this whole thing is about here, called I Can Only Miss You.